What's going on, guys? Got you another segment here for Where's the Bite. This one's going to be a tips, tricks, and techniques. Been doing some tackle work, and I wasn't satisfied necessarily with the way I was storing my tackle. So I'm going to show you what I work with and what I got going on. I'm going to show you what I'm going with and what I'm really liking. I've had some new boxes for about the last month or so, and I'm really enjoying them. So first of all, let me show you what I've been using, okay? So, everybody's got these, right? I've got, good Lord, I got 500 of them old plain old boxes, and they're good for what they do. And then also, I've got some of these, okay? Some of the Bass Mafia stuff. I've got 3700. I've got the big deep one. They're both awesome boxes. But if you could combine both of them, you got something then, okay? And what I was wanting a box that was still waterproof, but it wasn't as heavy. And price point is a big deal. Doesn't matter who you are or what you do. So, I didn't want to spend $20 for a clear box that had a gasket around it and said it's waterproof. So I done a little research, and lo and behold, just like always, Bass Pro Shops comes through. I didn't even know we had these things on the shelf. But let me show you what I'm going with now. And I'm liking them. So here we go. You can see it's real plainly labeled. It's a Bass Pro Shops utility box. Says it's water resistant. But for a month, it's been waterproof because I've been checking them. I have not found any condensation. And I've not found any type of moisture or water or anything. So here's what you got. Each one of these boxes have a rubber gasket around them. And when you shut it, you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 locks. That way you know when them dudes are locked down that gasket is going to make contact all the way around with that, and it's going to seal any moisture or dampness or water or whatever like that you got going on. It's going to keep it out. But here's what I like about it. There's a couple different things. One, it's tinted. Okay, so the old school dudes, they were clear. If you leave one of these out on the deck, the sun just beats right through them. And yeah, I know everybody doesn't, but if you leave them, some folks can or will or may do. If you leave them out all day, they can fade crankbaits, they can fade jig skirts, they can do whatever. It won't happen with these dudes, okay? They're tinted. Next thing, the 4 latches is a big deal because back in the day when everybody used and people still use a lot of them, like I said, I've got a ton of them, but they will stretch right there and they'll get some slack in the middle, and you'll put all your hooks in this hole and you'll go to get them and they'll be over here in this hole. Okay, so when you got a box that's got a latch all the way around it like that, it's going to have even pressure all the way around. It's going to keep everything good and secure, and in the hole where it goes, where you put it at. So when you open that lid back up, it's going to be right there. Now, the other thing, okay, that I like about it is these are good boxes. I agree. Don't get me wrong. Mafia makes an awesome box, but they're heavy. They're heavy as lead. They're a heavy box. Now, they're awesome. As far as like putting your tackle up in the back of your truck when you're driving all over the place or whatever, they're going to be awesome to put your stuff in. It's not going to let anything get damaged. But when you stack you about 30 of these in your boat, okay, you're going to add a lot of weight, not even counting the tackle in them. So, like I said, that's the only knockoff I got against a Mafia box, just how much they weigh. I'm not in the business of bashing nobody's stuff. This dude right here, it doesn't weigh hardly anything. It's light. Now, granted, if you step from front deck to back deck and slip and fall on one of these, you're liable to crack it or break it. Whereas, you could run over these with a truck if you wanted to. I don't know why, but they say you can run over the darn things and not break them. This has got it all. It's tinted, gonna keep the sun off of them. It's got a gasket all the way around, gonna keep the water off of them. And it's got the 4 latches all the way around, so it's gonna have even pressure all the way around to make sure that gasket seals. Now, another cool thing about it, it's got that little bitty lip right there. You can grab that dude and pull it out. It's gonna be real easy to get in and out of your boat as far as your storage boxes in your boat. And they offer it, this is a 3700. They offer it in a 3600 too. So I think you should try them. The thing about it is if you overload your boat with a bunch of weight, you know that motor's not going to perform, at optimal performance or whatever you want to say. But when you've got weight distributed wrong in your boat, you know how it's going to affect it. You won't get a lot of bow lift, it's going to cut down on your miles per hour or miles per gallon and miles per hour too. Lord knows as expensive as gas is, we need all the mileage we can get. But I really think this is a home run, okay? So just an easy video today. Nothing earth-shaking or groundbreaking, but I really think Bass Pro Shops hit it out of the park with these boxes. Now, it says water resistant, but I'm telling you, I've been checking these dudes for a month. I ain't found no moisture whatsoever in them. So I'm going to call them waterproof. But gasket, all the latches, tinted, and they don't weigh anything, okay? They're super light. So next time you go in the store over at Bass Pro Shops in Kodak, find somebody in a green or white shirt, tell them old Brad sent you by. You want to try a couple of them boxes. The 3700 I think starts at $8.99. I think that's the price on it. 3600 I think is $7.99. Now I ain't seen a big one, like the deep 37. I haven't saw one of them yet. I'd say they'll have them before long, but I know these are a hit. So I have been swapping out. Let's see here. I've been swapping out all my old school Planos and all my Mafia boxes. I still got a couple of Mafia boxes, but I've been swapping everything out to these. They're light, they hold your stuff, and they ain't going to put 10,000 pounds in your boat just with boxes. So that might be something you want to try next time you're over in the store. Give them a try. And as always, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Y'all be safe. God loves you. God bless.